Greetings everybody, Battery H here. Welcome to another episode of This Isn't Sparta. You'll note that we do not have music playing. If you wish to understand why, please check out the link in the description below, or I'll highlight it here at the end of the stream as to why we're not going to be playing the background music in this series or any other series for Civilization 6 any longer. It saddens me to do this, but unfortunately sometimes it's necessary. So we're here and still fighting a culture battle while dealing with an undeclared religious war of sorts with India, and we've got all kinds of stuff going on here. While we're here at Sparta, I think we're going to do something. I think we're going to release another apostle and get him up and dealing with the folks from India. At least our Inquisitor here is of Eastern Orthodox flavor, and he's got a couple of spreads left, which means that as they go and try to reconquer Knossos, we'll get it back again. It's not going to be easy, it's not going to be fun, but it can be done. We also have China coming up along the way. So let's see what the forces of our opposition have to do next. What unit needs orders? Yes, that guy. So we're going to continue to bring our stuff into our borders, and we'll take a look and just really here's the area that I'm concerned most about. And you can see the Hindus are going strong. Oh, look at that there. They're bringing more missionaries. And apostles and all sorts of stuff. We've got folks running left and right here now. Let me tell you, this is going to start to get interesting here. We do have urbanization coming up and flight soon. So with flight, we'll be able to get some new stuff. As with urbanization, I can't wait for that.
I feel it is time to build some neighborhoods to house our growing populace. We should build these on our most beautiful lands, near natural wonders, or perhaps by the coast. Neighborhoods with higher appeal will house more citizens, whereas neighborhoods built by marsh, airports, or rainforests are not going to be very populated at all.
All right,
what I like about cities is that everything is king size, the beauty and the ugliness.
Everything is king size. So urbanization is now the rule of the land. We can now build neighborhood districts. Anywhere from 6 to 2 additional housing, which is a good thing. An additional 2 to 6 housing, I should say. I think on top of the 4 we already get, unless that's just the average, which would be kind of cool. And do we need to change any policies? I really don't think we do. We still have the +2 trade routes, discount on gold purchases, a merchant republic. I like having the extra wildcard stuff. While a theocracy would be kind of nice, that would give us the additional discount on faith, additional buy land units with faith. That's not really going to happen. You know, we could, when we get some additional stuff, we'll probably go democracy, simply because we can get the bonus yields from district projects and all that good stuff there. A lot of social policies you can work in there. So I don't see us changing any new governments. Let's take a look here at our new civics. Again, naval tradition would get us an envoy. We could do that in 2 turns while that's nice and dandy. Scorched Earth would get us 2 envoys in 9 turns. Mass media and conservation, I think, are going to be our best bets. Conservation in large part because we can start to build national parks. That's purchased with faith. And mass media because that's going to from the relics and has not deteriorated by other civilizations that have researched the Enlightenment civic. Doubles tourism outputs of seaside resorts across your civilization. Must be built on hills. Not to mention the fact that you get Broadway with that as well. Additional atomic area civic boosts. Great writer, great musician points. Work of writing, work of music, blah, blah, blah. Oh, boy. Mobilization, I really don't think we're going to need. See, and when you look at the Enlightenment, which is... Where is it? It's here. So while we don't have, if you look at, we have 5 civilizations that are here. So I don't think we're going to need to build the Cristo Rentendor yet, but declare colonial war, additional spy. Where's the Enlightenment at? Here, it's back here. Religious tourism affects our halves versus your civilization, which is always a good thing. Amenities to districts, commercial hubs with 1 building, science from campus, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oops, I didn't actually choose anything, did I? I think we're going to go with conservation. We're going to get our 3 envoys in 11 turns. We're going to start building a couple of national parks. Yeah, that'll give us our tourists, and we can do that with faith and make some really pretty things, seaside resorts and whatnot. We also get to claim a great person, another great artist with religious overtones, which is good because that's going to allow us to build some more. We've got a religious theme at one of our locations, but we do need to do that. Andrei Rublev, the biography basically is he was made a saint in 1988, was considered the greatest icon painter of all times of the Russian Orthodox Church. Basically born near Moscow around 1370. They don't really have a lot of details on his life. They know he became a monk. His paintings were religious frescoes and icons are all found in the vicinity of Moscow, so he never likely left the area. Yeah, they can't develop a chronology because he never signed. They never signed or dated their paintings, as was the norm for icon and religious works creators back in that period, in the late 14th and early 15th centuries. The Great Moscow Fire probably destroyed a number of his works. That fire in 1547. And yeah, so we're definitely going to recruit this bad boy. And we need to send him to Krasnos, so let us he's not going to let us send him there yet, or is it? Nope. Nope, because it's actually held by another person. So we've got another great person to collect. In this case, it's a great general, Anna. Biography here, ruthless and conniving. of the Dongo and Matabamba kingdoms of modern-day Angola. Would fight the Portuguese for 35 years. Salacious legends about her abound, that she murdered their brother to take the throne, that after killing her brother's family, she ate their hearts to absorb their courage, that in a pre-battle ritual she had slaves decapitated and drank their blood, and that she maintained a 60-man harem, periodically killing some to replace them. While it is likely that Portuguese propaganda may have embellished some of these rumors, a kernel of truth underlay each. Wow. Okay. The umbilical cord was wrapped around her neck at birth. Was born a princess around 1583 AD. She first appears in the historical records as an envoy for her brother at a peace negotiating with the invading Portuguese in 1621. So she's almost 40 at this point. Portugal didn't honor the treaty, and Nzinga assumed the crown to fight them either when Nagola committed suicide or she poisoned him, killing Nagola's only heir immediately after the king went down. After a brief alliance with the Portuguese in order for her to suppress internal and external threats from the African tribes, in 1626, Portugal again invaded Ndongo. Fleeing, she resumed rule in the adjacent kingdom of Matemba by supplanting its queen, and merged the two. Wow, to rebuild her army, she offered sanctuary and incentives to runaway slaves and European-trained Africans for their service. She converted to Christianity to gain backing from other European colonial powers. And in 1641, she allied with the Dutch. Interesting. With reinforcements from the Dutch in nearby Congo, she led her forces to rout a Portuguese army in 1647, then laid siege to the Portuguese colonial capital in Central Africa. And finally, in 1657, weary from a long struggle, she signed a peace treaty with Portugal. She devoted herself to rebuilding her kingdom, resettling former slaves and soldiers, to internal reforms until her death in 1663. Well, aside from the whole eating the hearts and drinking the blood things, pretty remarkable woman. Yes, we'll definitely recruit. And when we sacrifice her, we can gain 2 combat strength and 1 movements. We can sacrifice her to gain 1 envoy, which is probably what we're going to do since we don't need... let's take a look at our city-states real quick here. I know this is boring, folks. Sorry about that. But I do want to take a look and see... what we can possibly glean from some neat things. Seoul might be a good place to get because our suzerain status is when you enter a new era, earn 1 random Eureka from that era. So it might be good to have that one right now as well. That's 8 to get there, 5, that's me, 4, that's me. 4 in Brussels. Brussels gives 15% production toward wonders. Meh. I'd like to have it, but colossal head improvements. So yeah, let's retire that, gain the envoy, send the envoy now. No, we're going to send the envoy to Seoul. And as you're going to see, we're going to get wrong bit. I wanted city-states. So we are now so we'll get 1 year random Eureka movement, I think, when we get flight here in 4 turns, which will be a great bonus for us. Okay, so we're back to units need orders, which is good. Wow, look at them really hit. So my God is bigger than your God moment here. Awesome sounding, awesome being. Can we actually move into town? No, we don't have any movement left. Okay, well. Oh, we've got a promotion available for this apostle. Excellent. Can spread religion 2 extra times in the orator. Religion is triple strength in cities of others. Religion proselytizer eliminates other religions in the city. We've got 3 spreads though, so we can do that twice, and then I want him to die in combat because I want the relics from that boy. That's a horrible thing to say. I know. We'll get over it. So this is our latest writer. What are we building here? Forbidden City. What's Forbidden City going to give us? 1 extra wildcard policy slot. Okay, that's workable. Yeah, I think we're going to fortify until healed so that we can get that boy together. And we're going to form a core. We can do that now with this guy here. So we now have a core of Greeks. We're well within our own borders at this point, so we'll hang on to that. So we're not going to be able to move him. And this is our artiste. Where is our Margaret Cavendish? Is a writer, so we don't have anything available for great spots of writing. We can do relics, we can do museums, we can do all sorts of things, but we can't do that. Well, they are really Hinduizing the heck out of my city here. Not real thrilled about that. Well, I see the Chinese are running off elsewhere, which is good because that'll let me move my troops up here and start working on these guys. While I continue to build my spy, it's flipped to Hinduism. Okay, we're going to keep them there till we get another crack at something there. Move him here. No, not what I wanted to do. Move to another city. Okay, I guess we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Have him run there. Probably because there's this apostle on the way. Unit needs orders. This is my apostle. Oh, what did he do? What did they do, people? What did they do? Spain has declared war on India. Well, that's interesting. Maybe we can get the Russians to trade us something. Oh no. That's a big loss. That's a big loss to Eastern Orthodoxy. I think we're going to have to hurt someone soon. China builds ancient walls. Egypt is building an encampment. Okay, choose production in Corinth. Okay, we could build an Acropolis, which would probably be a good idea because that's going to let us really put the topper on some... Yeah. Yeah, we're going to put that Acropolis there. It's going to hurt, but let's take a look at where our people are working. So we got 23 turns till growth, which is okay. We got a bunch of food, not a bunch of work stuff. Okay, we can leave that be. We can do that there. Let's take a look. Unit needs orders. Greece is going to stay put. Trading routes. Okay. Let's take a look at who we should be trading with. We've got trade with China. We have no trade currently with Gilgamesh. Might not be a bad idea to kind of start influencing him a little less negatively. We do have trade with Spain. We do have trade with the Egyptians. We've got trade with the Vikings. We do not have trade with Gandhi, which might not be a bad idea, I think. Tourism 107, 5140. Lifetime, Gilgamesh doesn't have nearly as much. And we don't have any for Peter. I'm thinking Gandhi might be the way to go, and him begin the route. We'll start running my people that way. Yeah. And I think the other thing we want to do here is start moving these folks back. And as well, let's start making that barbarian camp suffer. Okay, so we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here. Okay, and then that unit needs orders. I think we can build a great work here. Okay, Annunciation is our great work. So you'll see what we need to do is get rid of this one and find another one. Or some relics. Let's go take a look at Peter here. Let's see if we can make a deal with my good friend Peter. See, he's got some works of art that he might be willing to trade. Chaucer, Machiavelli, Cavendish, Basala. So would he be willing to trade that for Don Quixote? He will. Okay, so see now we've spread our culture. They've thrown a little of theirs. That's a good thing right now. I don't know that anybody else has any. Cleo. Deary. No, you don't have squat, do you? Never mind. Philip. Good buddy. You don't have anything. Yeah, I really didn't expect you guys to be rocking much religious art. Gilgamesh, Gilgi. Hinky-Doo, you got any pictures of Hinky-Doo, buddy? No. Although we could probably do open borders. For what? What's it going to take? All right, we'll do that. And you know why? Because we're going to really work our tourism in on your derriere. That's right. We're going to tourist you to death, buddy. Gandhi. Got religion, buddy? No, no religion for you either, do you? No, sir. You're not a lot of fun, man. Quinn. Keen. I really have no idea. I'm sorry. If there's anyone that speaks Chinese, please give me a phonetic pronunciation for this. They don't have squat either. Wow, not a lot of culture heads in this game, are there? I think that's everybody. Darn it. Well, next turn we go. Yeah, I think standing united as friends is a good thing from the Chinese. Okay, let's do this. Let us sleep him for a little bit. My problem is I don't know where these other guys have gone. Evangelize belief. We can choose our new belief. Oh, that's right. Excellent. So we are in a good position now. We can now get a new belief. Meeting houses. Allows construction of meeting houses +3 faith, +2 production. Religion spreads to cities 30% farther away. Cathedrals +3 faith, 1 slot for religious art. Yes, we want cathedrals. Missionaries and apostles +1 spread. So yeah, let's go with the cathedral. Oh, nope. Confirm our cathedrals. So now we can start instructing those. We've got plenty of religious art to go around. Yes, yes, we do. All the more places for me and you. Unit needs orders. Hang tight, buddy. We're going to start our cathedral building here real soon. Okay, next turn up we go. Well, let's take a look at what they're going to do to us, and then we'll see. Unit needs orders. What is our last unit needs orders? Ah, yes, our archaeology. Well, I think that's going to be it for this particular episode. Hey, I want to thank you all for watching and enduring the uncomfortable silence. Next time, we'll be getting into flight. We'll be grabbing some more artifacts with any luck. And getting closer, I believe, to our culture victory. Right now, we have 27 out of the 38 required tourists. We're only 11 away, and as you can see, we're already starting to make that up with the Norwegians and Gilgamesh. We now have open borders with him, so we're seeing some more use out of our tourism numbers, and they are really starting to soak in with these guys here. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing to see. Well, I want to say thank you all so very much for watching. I do appreciate you tuning in. I know you have a lot of choices, and I do like the fact that you have chosen to spend a half an hour with me. Remember that my Twitch and Twitter links are in the description below, along with, of course, that link to a video as to why you're not hearing the music. You'll see it here just on the side. So until next time, everybody, have a great day. Go make some history.